Let's round things out with a little America's Most Wanted.
Yeah, a very little America's Most Wanted.
Yeah, or is it a big America's Most Wanted? There's no way of knowing. Same with the foot. The June 24th Impact, Michael Shane defeats James Storm in what is billed as the Battle of the Superkick. There's something we should have talked about. Foxbox is gone. Time limits are gone.
Oh yeah, I was gonna mention that, when I was watching this show, I was like, what the fuck? Where is it? And then I was like, they're on the internet.
Yeah, so they didn't keep all of the presentation things. They dropped the Foxbox, they dropped the time limits, they dropped the judges. It's just a regular wrestling show now.
Except they kept the bottom scroll, but it looks a lot worse because it's not within something.
Yeah, it's just rolling white text.
It's straight up Ring of Honor home DVD release shit.
Yeah. How do you feel about them dropping all the Foxbox time limit stuff?
I don't mind dropping the time limits and stuff. I would have liked if they kept some of the visual aspects.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I'm always every sport has an on-screen display with scoreboard with people and all that and teams. And I don't know why wrestling hasn't taken it.
Do you remember the 1 week that AEW had people's names with their gear color on the screen?
No.
They did it for 1 week. And I was like, that's kind of cool and different, I guess.
It does take production effort, which might be why it falls by the wayside, because people...
And also, wrestlers change their gear every 3 seconds, so...
Yeah, and people just end up getting lazy and don't want to do it. But I think it's a cool thing.
Yeah. One day, for the Patreon, we'll do a year 1 AEW thing, and we'll relive all the weird growing pain choices they were making in presentation.
Listen, we'll just wait till next year and we'll do the Rain Takers, but 5-year anniversaries instead of 10.
There you go. Easy said. God, that show, by the way, that show is so fucking weird. I've rewatched that first Dynamite. Since then. It feels like a different company.
Yeah, and it takes a while for it to feel like the crazy Tony Khan frenetically paced Excalibur is not allowed breathe show. which it became, I think coming out of the pandemic is kind of when it became that more than anything.
Yeah, for sure.
But before that, it's a normally paced show. It's very weird to watch those normal paced early Dynamites that aren't breathless.
It's interesting. That'll be a fun thing to do. I wonder if Tony ever goes back and watches those shows.
It's the good old days.
And it was so young and full of potential.
So this Shane and Storm match, Mike Tenay is this is the Battle of the Superkicks, and Donna's I was gonna say that.
He should have said it then.
Tracy crotched Storm, allowing Shane to hit a swinging neck breaker off the ropes. Harris went to handcuff Tracy. Harris decked Shane as he went to save Tracy, which I think makes him the babyface. But then the referee ejected both Harris and Tracy. Tracy was at the top of the ramp then, asking Alex Shelley to come help. How do you feel about the fact that they have replaced Frankie Kazarian in Shazarian with Alex Shelley? Or just Shane? Sheade.
Nelly.
So you upset about the fact that they've just basically slotted him in Frankie's role?
Well, Shelley's better, so I don't mind it that much. It doesn't have the fun element of Tracy being Michael Shane's on-screen girlfriend and Frankie's off-screen girlfriend.
Yeah, she has to start dating Shelley.
Yeah, that would bring it all together.
Shelley then did try to interfere, but Storm kicked him. Storm then turned into a Shane superkick as Shane pinned Storm.
All right, I'm gonna give Nelly a chance.
Why is it Nelly?
Because it's N-E from Shane.
Why are you using the end of the words?
Because they both have sh in them, so I'm taking that away.
Okay.
And it's Nelly with an I to incorporate Tracy, because unlike Shazarian, this is not a sexist team.
Damn right. I thought a lot of the stuff toward the end of this match felt pretty clumsy. They didn't get the interference timing of these spots particularly well nailed down.
It was also just kind of a little off kilter.
Yeah, because Tracy spent a minute on the ramp trying to convince Shelley. It was all just very awkward. It wasn't very refined.
I don't know. And why would just do a segment earlier in the I guess you can't do it earlier in the show, but do a backstage segment where Tracy and Shane are buddying it up with Shelley in some manner, and then just do the run-in.
Yeah, because the idea is she's banned from ringside, so she goes to get somebody else to interfere. But yeah, why Shelley?
But you could have already set up the relationship before then.
Yeah, you could have made it make sense. Make it make sense, Liam.
Make it make sense. Let it play out. That's my favorite Brian Alvarez quote of all time, by the way. Where let it play out. Fuck me.
Oh, the Dan Gore Filthy Tom clip. I've watched that 100 times.
Oh, if you want real scoops, go get Lewis Dan Gore on Twitter. And then his little smile.
And the fact that they hold on him and Brian doesn't reply, so it's just little smug smile. It's like,
And then Brian's just, thanks for that, Tom.
July 1st Impact, AMW beat Simon Diamond and Triton, we covered that, and Styles beat Shelley, we covered that. And then July 15th Impact, Shane and Shelley were meant to face Waltman
but they
and
were
Styles in the main event. Yeah, Michael Shane hyperextended his knee in the match with Storm, while Shelley suffered a broken nose in his match with Styles. So
they also probably really could have used that tag win.
It would have helped. And yeah, it's because Rude ended up getting the pin over Waltman. It would have been nice for Shane or Shelley to get that pin over Waltman.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view opening match, AMW versus Alex Shelley and Michael Shane.
It's kind of good. Sorry, just Shane.
Oh, he is just Shane now, because once again, WWE have gotten mad about the name. So he is simply Shane, which is funny. The last time he was reduced to a name, it was just Michael. Now it is just Shane. He will be Matt Bentley before long.
Which, by the way, always better name.
Because there was the weird arc where he was just Michael. Then he did that segment with Tracy and Dusty Rhodes where he's like, no, I'm Matt Bentley. Then he was Michael Shane again. Now he's Shane, and now he will be Matt Bentley again.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm going to have to think of a new name for Nelly.
Oh no. Yeah, great opening match. Well, great's probably strong, but like one of those, like it was what an opening match should be. Good energy, good enthusiasm. Storm does a wacky stage dive.
Storm goes out of his way for this match.
It's just like a random opening match against two dudes in the X Division. And he's like, what if I did a dive off the stage and then nearly hit my head off the steps?
You know what it is? It's two people with pride in their work.
Tracy throws her shoe to Shane. He smashes Harris with it, but Harris kicks out. Tracy then throws her other shoe, but Harris full Nelsons Shane. Shelley then does the float over thing in the ropes where he floats over Harris's back, but he floats right into a James Storm super kick as AMW pick up the win. But before they can even celebrate, Shane cheap shots Storm with a super kick.
Damn. Let's see how this develops further.
So the battle of the super kicks will continue.
Shelley should start using a super kick as well.
And Harris. I don't think Harris would have the flexibility for a super kick.
I was going to say, Shelley does do the super kick. I guess just not at this point.
Yeah, or he's respectful of Shane and his partner's finish.
I tell you what's, like, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I know that it's not for a few more years or whatever, but, like, just having Shelley and Sabin on the same shows, doing completely separate things.
Just hanging around.
Every time you see one of them, you're like, where's the other one?
They hanging out backstage? They buddies? They pals?
I think that's happening.
They forming tag teams?
You discussing tag names? Getting matching gear? Getting the best gear of your careers?
They'll get there eventually. So that's July. Solid month.
Yeah, it's alright. Like, not bad, and we've had enough bad months that I can take a regular sort of month.
It was like, if you were to look up standard pay-per-view build in the dictionary.
You know what it was? It was if there was a wrestling show that was made by AI.
I think if you were to build like a tutorial show to like demonstrate the basics of how to build a pay-per-view without actually doing like the COD angle and the big match.
Yeah.
I feel like this would be it. As like, this is when you do this promo to set up this match, and this is how you do this angle to set up this match. And like, this is almost like 101 wrestling as a teaching course.
I was gonna say, like, it's like baby's first booking, and that maybe like that is something to do with the fact that we have a new booker.
Yeah, so he's doing all the baby steps.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view was pretty good. Decent little show.
Yeah, the pay-per-view had enough good matches on it that it actually worked out.
We will be back in 2 weeks with the August 2005 episode of You've Got to Be Kidding Me, the Sacrifice episode. We'll be back next week with our next episode.
Oh, they also announced Bound for Glory.
Oh, they did. They put that in there somewhere. Yeah, you look through the notes and see is there anything we missed.
Oh, that was off the dome. I wasn't even looking at the notes. I was getting ready to go to the My Drive.
There was multiple teasers and whatnot, but yeah, Bound for Glory, October 23rd. It will be their Super Bowl, as they said at one stage.
It will be their WrestleMania, as they said.
We'll be back next week on Patreon, tnhr.com, patreon.com/kiddingme with the next episode of our PWG show. We'll also have the Wrestling Dontaku episode of Rain Takers coming up in May as well. We're still kicking around that TEW show. It's still in the plans. We're just trying to work out like what mod to do, because Liam wants to do 2005, but there's not currently a good 2005 mod for TEW 2020.
But it's being worked on.
It is being worked on, but it's not very far along. So we might think about doing like a 2016 mod, a TEW 2016 mod.
Oh. I don't even know if I have 2016 still downloaded.
Or we could do something that we can brand split and fight.
We'll find. So give us suggestions, I guess. I guess it has to be TNA related.
I don't think it has to.
All right.
Whatever you want to see, let us know. What do you want us to do for that TEW series? What do you want us to book? Let us know at TNA History Pod on Twitter or in the Discord.
What if they all tell you that they want the Joshi pod?
God damn it. $70 tier.
Oh! You heard it right. $70 tier, Jumping Bomb Audio.
No, we can't steal the name.
Why not?
Head to tnhr.com, patreon.com/getting to support the show and get all that extra bonus content. Follow us on Twitter at TNA History Pod. Follow me on Twitter at Garrett Kidney. Follow him on Twitter at The Gleet Muta. Thanks for listening, and bye-bye.
By the way, we have so many Patreon ideas.
We should start doing some of them.
There's 1,000 of them. Unfortunately, we don't have 1,000 hours in a day to do them in. But if you start going to the Patreon and paying us enough that we don't have to do anything else, we'll do all the fucking content. Just you wait.
I like the way I already outroed. You're like, one more plug.
Yeah, I gotta get the shilling. I was like, hey, you want all the good stuff? We'll do it. Just pay us.
We'll see you in 2 weeks for Sacrifice.
One of us has a fulfilling job, so I guess you don't have to pay both of us.
Bye.
Whatever my outro is.